Having kids changes your life. A shift in perspective on how the world operates. It strengthens your moral compass and motivates you to do better each day. You're no longer serving just yourself. You have become a role model for life. My journey started when I had a sudden, life-altering perspective change at the age of 5. Something that would define who I am. Something that I am reminded of every day that I wake up. At the age of 5, I was diagnosed with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis.
Good shot, Ad! Way to go! Here comes that off. What's Adam gonna do?
By my teenage years, the active inflammation had burnt itself out. But I was left with lifelong limitations on mobility and daily pain. You get used to it. It's the only normal I've ever known. The most noticeable affected area are my hands. Trying to fit in drove my determination to be the best at whatever I could do. I excelled in school, and I found my calling in life in the 7th grade. My burning passion: video editing. Back before iPhones were even a thought, and VHS tapes dominated the world, I was a kid with a painfully slow computer and a dream. Paying my way through college, I graduated with a degree in film and video from Penn State University. My course was set, and this Pennsylvania boy landed in a place I thought I'd never be, Minnesota, and working in the hunting industry. Producing television and living my dream was a thrill that can't be described. I got to learn vicariously through the hunters on my computer screen what the outdoors was all about. I learned to respect the lifestyle and the lessons that the outdoors taught. In the blink of an eye, a decade had passed. I had amassed several industry awards, started a successful production company with my best friend, found the other love of my life, Amanda, and was blessed with my new purpose in life. My 2 sons, Eli and Jackson. Being a father challenges me to be better every single day. The lessons that I want to teach my sons go hand in hand with the lessons that hunting teaches. The only problem is, I've never hunted a single day in my life. After living it through my computer screen for over a decade, it was now time for me to get out in the field, weapon in hand. It was time to start a new family tradition. To be honest, I didn't really know where to start. I've seen the hunting process play out hundreds of times while producing content, but yet it still felt so foreign to me to actually doing it myself. Luckily, I had the guidance of my best friend and business partner, Brian. This is his realm. He's lived it all his life, and his expertise in the woods, I looked upon with reverence. We put a plan into action in the fall of 2022 with the goal of harvesting my first buck. Given my limitations in mobility, I was unable to successfully draw a bow. This set me on a path to getting a special license in Minnesota to shoot a crossbow. I practiced shooting every single chance I got, always remembering to include my boys along the way. The season had arrived, and with our busy schedules, finding the right window to hunt became a challenge. When the opportunity arrived for my first sit, I felt anxious and excited.
Well, headed in for my first ever hunt. Been a long day coming. I am beyond excited. It's a surreal experience. It's November 14th. Feels like winter has come early here in Minnesota. It is snowing pretty good right now. These deer are moving all over the place. Hunting over a food plot down in the woods here and got the new 10-point crossbow. We're dialed in, we're ready to go.
Better turn up the volume. It's a video from your kids.
Good luck. I hope you get a big buck.
Jackson. Good luck, Daddy.
Good luck, Daddy.
That's awesome, man.
That's cool. They were being sneaky last night. We went downstairs to go do something. Now I know what it was. That's awesome.
Sitting behind the weapon instead of the camera was a little unsettling. Being in front of the lens instead of behind it took some getting used to as well. But when those first few deer started to show up, I settled right in, ready for the moment. My first sit was in the bag, and there was a lot of great action. But sit 2 caught me completely off guard. As we were getting set up for the afternoon sit, a great mature buck showed up at the back of the food plot, walking along the edge. You could just tell he was in a different age class compared to the other deer we've been seeing. With the snow falling, it was a gorgeous scene watching him confidently walk off with the swagger of a big buck. Seeing him raised the bar in my mind of what I wanted to shoot for my first deer. The excitement was palpable.
That's awesome. That's a great sign. Hopefully he comes back around, back in here.
Keep
It seemed like every sit we had, it was a good one. Lots of deer activity. But our last sit of 2022 was by far the most memorable. After a mild trek into the heart of the property, in sub-zero temperatures, my will was hardened, and I was determined to end the season on a high note. We knew of this deer and knew he was going to be something special. So I knew that if he showed up, we were going to give him the pass. And I was happy to do it. There's such a feeling of appreciation and admiration when seeing an animal of that caliber in person. It's special. With another tremendous sit in the books, that closed the chapter for the 2022 season. And while I didn't get to harvest my first buck, I felt humbled and proud of myself for making a few passes and not rushing anything. I knew the 2023 season would be here in the blink of an eye. As my boys continued to grow, I had more and more opportunities to get them out and experience the outdoors.
Wow, that's so cool.
I want to go bring to our house.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Do you found one?
Watching them start to fall in love with it created an even deeper bond with them. Another off-season and another spring and summer of gathering intel and crafting our strategy. The 2023 season was here, and we decided to go in earlier this year instead of waiting for the rut. We had a killer setup in place, and were confident in our game plan.
It's the last day of September, and we were sitting at the same spot that we sat last year a majority of the time. We had some pretty good encounters. But I'll tell you what, it feels great to be out here again and just experience the calm of the hunt. But we're just gonna sit here tonight. It's hot. It's about 86 degrees. Got a beautiful brassica plot out here. We'll see what happens tonight. You never know. Could happen. Stay tuned.
Much like the season last year, our first sit started out strong. Lots of activity. But again, deja vu set in, and no opportunity at a buck. But more than ever, I was ready and confident it would happen.
It's October 5th, here in Minnesota, and the quest for my first buck continues.
As the deer gathered once again in the food plot, the light was fading, and so were my hopes at shooting a buck. Until
Did I get him? You should show your first buck. Oh my God. That's unbelievable. Are you kidding me? There's no way that's not. Wow. Wow. You just shot your first buck. That happened so fast. My heart's just going crazy. We've been at this for 2 years. We've come close so many times. He was about 50 yards. I just let it fly, and I heard it hit him pretty good. I don't know where I got him. Hopefully. I don't know. Oh my God.
I was overwhelmed by a flood of emotions.
Wow.
And the memories of this journey rushed through my head all at once.
Is he dead right there? Is he laying right there? Oh
my God. Are you kidding me? Brian. This down. Look at this guy. Are you kidding me? He didn't go far at all. My first buck ever. You know, I've been doing outdoor television production for coming up on my 15th year now. I've never done this ever before in the field myself, and I got 2 boys at home, and a couple years ago I decided that I wanted to give it a shot and come out and try to shoot my first buck, and that's the reason I wanted to get started, start a new tradition, get them involved in the outdoors. It just teaches you so many things about life and appreciation. Been hunted hard for the past 2 years, had a lot of great sits. We actually saw this guy last year, late season, eating in the same exact food plot. We got some cool video of him, almost the same spot where I shot him. Gave me a good broadside shot, hit him a little back, but I think I caught that artery there and he didn't go far at all. He just bled and crashed, and thankful for that he didn't suffer at all. And just a gorgeous buck. Double throat patch down there. Just so happy to finally get my first buck and start that new tradition. I'm excited to get my boys out here to see him. They're gonna be pumped. I just wanna thank everybody for helping me out along this journey. Get me started, get me going. Just unbelievable.
What a blessing. What an experience. Finally accomplishing the goal of harvesting my first buck was such a special feeling. Starting that family tradition is something that I know my boys will cherish throughout their childhood. I just hope that they're proud of their dad, and I hope that the guidance I give them through the values instilled from hunting in the outdoors continues for generations.